Hello, and welcome to the new and improved MathLinks course, second edition, grades 6 through 8. We're excited that you're about to embark on this journey and want to help you get acquainted with your new mathematics program. We definitely want to bring joy back to the classroom, one of our many goals for you and your students. In this session, we address assessment. So let's get started. If you haven't already done so, we highly recommend watching the initial About MathLinks video. It's short and gives a nice overview of the features of all three programs. The video we're beginning now is an overview of the assessment options. Teachers constantly use formative assessment to inform their instructional decisions. The most basic formative assessment is probably simple student questioning as a lesson progresses. What you see here are other formative assessment options in MathLinks, which we'll address in the next few minutes. The pre-assessments are not intended to be comprehensive, but they do offer an easy-to-use snapshot of some of the essential skills or prerequisites students should know for a course. You can find them in the teacher portal. Journals are a great way to check in with your students to see their thinking about new concepts or skills. Use them as exit tickets on plain paper or as notebook entries. Look for this icon at the bottom of several teacher edition pages. Upon finishing each lesson, students rate themselves on a scale from 0 to 3 on how they think they did on the goals of that lesson. And then they revisit these rankings at the very end of the unit. Look for this icon at the bottom of the last page of every lesson. We designed the MathLinks rubric to be used in both formative and summative fashions. As a formative assessment tool, students do rubric-worthy problems found in the student packets. You can choose problems on your own or use the ones we suggest. The idea is that students have occasions to self-assess and also to peer assess, all the while strengthening their problem-solving and communication skills before being confronted with high-stakes testing. Find them in the teacher portal and watch the Getting Started video called Using the MathLinks Rubric for more information. Near the end of every student packet is a reflection page. At the top, students determine which big ideas of the course are addressed within the unit. And not only do they identify those big ideas, they also draw lines between them to note important connections made. Students continue the reflection page by going back to the front cover, as noted before, and seeing which lesson goals they improved on. Then they focused on at least one or two standards for mathematical practice addressed in the packet. And finally, students are pointed to a particular connection to ponder and discuss as the unit's being wrapped up. Reflection pages are in the review section of every student packet. Teachers typically use summative assessments at the end of units or at specific points in the school year, like the end of quarters or semesters. They tend to determine large portions of students' grades. What you see here are the summative assessment options, which we'll address in the next few minutes. Every unit includes quizzes, and they come in two very similar forms to be used as teachers see fit. The problems have the same look and feel as those that the students have been doing within their packets, so there are no surprises. You can find them in the teacher portal. Every unit also has a short test. It's mostly multiple choice with a few short answer problems. We always recommend that the test is not given at the end of completing a unit. We suggest combining them to make cumulative tests, such as those typically given at the end of a quarter or trimester. For this reason, they are not found in unit resources. You can find them on general resources in the teacher portal. Tasks engage students in solving multi-part problems that follow some theme or context and may require students to demonstrate multiple skills. Doing tasks regularly helps to prepare students for high-stakes end-of-year tests. We recommend scoring these with the MathLinks rubric, especially if you've been using our rubric periodically, along with rubric-worthy problems in student packets. You can find tasks in the teacher portal for every unit. Projects are authentic, multi-day experiences involving skills, concepts, and problem solving across one or more domains. They may incorporate research, require the collection and display of data, or the creation of a product. Projects are in the majority of the units, and you can find them in unit resources in the teacher portal. Finally, extra problems are another packet resource in the portal. They're organized by lesson and are appropriate for extra practice or may be used to create additional assessments. Thanks for watching. And if you have any more questions, please reach out to us anytime.